Hello, everyone. My name is Miriam Matthews, also known as Coach Miriam. This is my book right here called Pure-ography. Yes. Pure-ography, because it's all about seeing yourself the way God sees you. Because when you see yourself through his lens, oh my goodness, you become unstoppable. The true version of you exists and is waiting on you. It was waiting on you to hear this video right here. And it was waiting on you to join a community of like-minded people who are all about growing and sharing insights and celebrating each other. It's all about seeing all those hard experiences, the rejection that you went through in those relationships. Maybe it was a school that rejected you. Maybe it was friends that rejected you. You're going to see it differently. You're going to see God's redirection instead of the rejection. You're going to see God's acceptance instead of the rejection. Maybe it's anger that you've seen in your household growing up. You didn't see how healthy communication looked like. So you didn't have good emotional regulation skills so that you can de-escalate problems. So now it's draining you in your marriage because you and your spouse are headbutting. Or maybe it's draining you in your friendships, or whatever the case is. You're going to learn how to de-escalate. You're going to see how you can do that differently. And you're going to learn his principles so that you can establish new precedents. And what many people don't realize, what you do today, because you're here and you're listening and you're taking notes or even mental notes, is that if you want to get to a higher level or a higher point, which all of you are called to, and that's why you're here today, is you need to be provoked and pushed. And I am here to be that push for you. You all, when you allow yourself to be held accountable, when you join a community that is all about cultivating, when you implement the information, transformation happens. I mean, just imagine you becoming a boss over your emotions, a boss over your mindset. You know, you're no longer seeing the rejection. You're no longer heavily burdened or angry or irritated. You're not doing things from a place of pride. You're not the prisoner of somebody else's thoughts, you know, or you're projecting your thoughts onto people. You're forgiving people. You're not offense driven. You're not driven by shame or regret, because there is no condemnation to those in Christ Jesus. Come on, someone. You are going to be unrecognizable. And then again, with each chapter is like a journal prompt where you are now activating new behaviors, because it's not just enough, again, to read or imagine, but we need to do so that we can recreate. It is meant for your life story to change. And we need to rewrite those journal entries that you may have written in your head. If you didn't actually have a journal, your younger self didn't have a journal. As an adult, you will have one, because we all need a safe space to just download and release, you know, those emotions. Sometimes we are dumping on people or we're just venting, but I want people to really understand and see the value in having a journal and just writing your feelings, writing out your thoughts. You don't have to cuss anybody out, right? You don't have to go off on anybody, but you're going to write all those things down. And many times we have intrusive thoughts at night or in the morning. Well, not anymore. Now we're going to write those thoughts down. So you are creating space within your mind to think. You are welcoming clarity back in, because you're allowing that chaos to come out and you're expressing your feelings, which is fine, but in a healthy way, instead of running from them. And that's why people get into addictions and they get into things that they don't want to. But now you are confronting them in a caring way. So we have the book and we have the journal. And what you're going to do is essentially become a boss over your emotions. Now, your emotions are no longer contingent upon somebody saying hello to you or not in your household. Your emotions are not contingent upon someone else being negative. No, it's not, because you are being the light that you've been waiting on. And light is supposed to shine in darkness. If anything, the darkness that is around you in different scenarios of your life is also, you can turn your light on. Go ahead and make a decision today, because your younger self is is waiting on you. Your future self is depending on your yes today, which is going to have a ripple effect. It's going to change everything around you when you become the change that you want to see. I also encourage you to share this with somebody else, someone who's been talking about change. Maybe they've been stagnant as well. You don't have to push it on anybody. We're not imposing, but we are inviting, and they can make their decision. But it's up to you to make a decision for yourself today. Your future self depends on it. You all share, like, subscribe, and take care. God bless you. Bye.